Now, I'm finishing these bird mouths with a handsaw, because that's how the pioneers would have did it. They would have first cut 90% of it with a skill saw, battery powered, of course, because there's no power out here. We're talking like the 1800s, no electricity. And then they would have finished it with a handsaw. So that's how I'm doing. It connects me back to my roots. It's good practice for anybody. I've never made rafters before. I'm not gonna teach you how because I don't know how. Just get on YouTube and search common rafters. Tons of videos come up. But with my primitive knowledge, my primitive tooling, I think this is pretty good. Now I've still got to run I have to trim these down. I got to run my center board, which is gonna be that 2x8 down there because it's the only one I got that's long enough. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Hopefully it's kind of centered up. It's gonna look something like that. I'm not gonna screw anything into place because I gotta trim the other one and put them up there. If I like them, I will take one of these, that one or the one on the ground, and I will use it as a template to make the rest of them. Looking at it right here, it's down a little bit. There's a little bit of, because it's not screwed into place, but I like it. And then I didn't cut these posts off because I'm gonna run a screw there and on the other side, and the same thing down here. I'm gonna do the end ones first, the gable ends first, and then I'll have to cut those off, but that'll brace everything and brace the middle span. So we're making progress. So these Craftsman tools, for the price especially, they are very, very, very good tools. But this little saw here, it does not like this 2-inch thick, not really dry pine. And so all my batteries are dead. I cut the first ones, I was cutting them at 2 inches thick. This is what these are. But at some point, I was like, well, that's just too thick. So I cut like those first 1, 2, 3 sets. They're 1.5 inches. But now I've used up all my 1.5 inch stuff, so I'm into this 2-inch stuff. And that little saw does not like it one bit. So we're gonna take the template, which I had to tweak a little bit to get them to fit, but it worked out. We're gonna take the template. I'm gonna take these other boards. We're gonna go back to the house, and I'm gonna charge these batteries, and I'm gonna cut the other ones there. We'll come back, put them up. All right, we got them cut, everything loaded back up, and luckily for us, while we were gone, the sun came out. Thank goodness. I was afraid we were gonna catch a chill. These are my homemade hurricane straps. Putting on. These end ones I've screwed to these posts, and I'll cut that post off. I still got one bias. Then we're gonna purlins I'm gonna put on top of here. I gotta cut that one off. That one's low. I have to cut that one and that one. You know, pretty much kind of flush with the rafter. And then we'll be ready to put the purlins on, and I don't have the metal, so that'll have to wait. I'm gonna try to find some cheap on Marketplace, some tin. If I can, I'll have to buy expensive stuff. Good enough. I was cutting those 2x10s for my cousin. I cut these slabs off. They're 1 inch. And that's what's going to go on top of the purlins. Somebody's got to carry him down there. I'll do it. Well, that's all those on. I ran out of screws. I got a couple on the very ends I gotta put in. But only thing I got left is to put these corner braces in, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna 45 them against the pole and then put them up on the back side of this here, or 45 them against the beam, screw them to the back side of this pole. Leave a comment in the comments of what you think I should do. But I'll be honest with you, by the time this video is out, I've already done it probably. So, but you know, leave a comment anyway. Not gonna hurt nothing. It don't cost nothing. So, geez. So for right now, I'm leaving these overhung on the ends. I don't know exactly what material I'm using for the roof. I might use 2 foot wide pieces of tin and would have roughly a 1 foot overhang on each side. But I may, if I can't find that, I may end up having to use 3 foot wide, you know, metal roofing, which I would have a different overhang. So until I figure out exactly what kind of roofing material I'm going to use, I'm not going to trim these to length on the ends. And that roof is a 612 pitch. I didn't want it real high. Plus, with the 612 pitch, the planes today. It's roughly to the very end of the rafter, 59 inches. So I can have a 10-foot piece of tin, cut it in half at 60 inches, and use it. So that's why another reason I went with that 612 pitch, because that's the way it worked out with my length. Anyway, so that's the plan. To buy a 10-foot length metal, cut it in half. That's coming down off the peak, like about an inch, half inch, and then I'll have a cap. So anyway, that's what we got that far. There it is.